So I'm a lecturer in the mechanical engineering department, and this was my first time teaching an online course. And also this was the first time this course was offered online at UK. It started actually last summer with Summer 1, so it was during the time where the Eli workshop was going on. I identified 3 challenges for teaching an online course. One was to deliver the subject efficiently, which means to make sure the subject is well presented and well structured. The next one was to make sure students are engaged and motivated, which is the challenge for any kind of teaching, whether online or traditional. And then the third challenge which I identified was retention. Especially that this was a summer course, only 6 weeks, and the subject is very important because it's one of the fundamental subjects in mechanical engineering. So I wanted to make sure at the end of 6 weeks they actually have well understood the subject and they have kept it. My initial course design was based on discussions and consultations with other faculty who had taught online courses, and also my own research on the web, just to try to figure out how I should do the work. In terms of course delivery, I had video lectures like any online presentation, not too short, about 20 to 30 minutes long each, and also had video solutions, which were basically solutions to example problems I provided online. I had an online book that they could use. The nice feature of the book was that it had an adaptive learning component where they could, they provided feedback to the students when they read the book. And also there were weekly online meetings. Assessments, I had weekly homework assignments and also weekly tests. So they had 6 tests to take during the summer, which they didn't obviously like it. But it was good. Lessons learned, video lectures and solutions were okay. And also the tests met the objective. So even though they didn't like it, but they really kept them studying the subject. I felt that there is more work needs to be done for motivation and engagement. And that's where Eli and FLC came in. I used the knowledge gained during the workshop to improve my course, and I focused on these 3 areas. The updated course design involves a component regarding engagement. That was the subject we discussed through FLCs. And also I added another component, online quizzes, using that adaptive book. The focus of the online engagement through FLC was through picture galleries. So the idea is to use pictures to simply help the students to better understand, have a deeper knowledge of the subject. And this can be done using different approaches. There are plenty of resources available for this, so it is, it's very easy to implement it through Google or some other databases. They can find nice, good, relevant pictures. I defined multiple activities. Again, this list can be added. You can add more things, identifying the concepts from the figures that they see, matching the phenomena, coming up with similar figures to represent the same idea, etc. And I could conduct these activities either, through forums, online forum, or through online meetings. So it was very flexible in that sense. The activities could be supplemented by additional activities to improve critical thinking by asking students to rank or rate or evaluate, the different subjects or the different figures that they see. In terms of online quizzes, I used that adaptive book and actually assigned grades to the online portion, to the quizzes that they were given at the end of each reading. And this way, students they could assess their own learning along the way. They could see the instant feedback. They would be taken to a specific area of the textbook where they needed to study more. So it would provide instant feedback and also encouragement for them to read the book. And finally, I just want to thank you, Eli and the CELT and everybody else too who helped put this program together. And I found it very useful and a resource for me to continue build on it in the future as well. Thank you.